Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. What's going on, Atlas? Just back here on the test servers with our free-to-play account. Been pushing it quite a bit, all the way to 10-40. So we've actually been cruising through this account pretty good. I think it's been close to 2 weeks already that we've been running this and only doing everything 100% live. So today I actually want to go ahead and we'll finish up this chapter and hopefully push quite a bit into 11. I did get Sophia up to Legendary. What's going on, Donnie and Willow? I did get Sophia up to 121 because we wanted to unlock a couple more abilities. Shimiro, we got luckily leveled up as well. So we have a pretty good team comp, even though I have 5 casters. So a little bit crazy with the casters there. And we don't have enough to do this quest either. And that's what I'm running into. Wilders, I haven't pulled any yet. What's going on, Billy, Javid, and Pseudo? So in this one, I haven't had a chance to get any Wilders. I've gotten a ton of Graveborn, but Wilders have been few and far in between. But what I'm thinking is because the new hero is going to be out tomorrow, so actually I think it's around 2 a.m. here. When I get up in the morning or what next time we do a live stream, we'll go ahead and do our summons just because I want to try to get the new hero. So I'm thinking tomorrow we can try to get the new hero. What's going on, Willow? Welcome. Inferno, what's going on? If you've seen, the new hero is coming. The new voyage is coming pretty soon. Patch 1.36 is right around the corner, which is very cool. Still completely shocked that they brought another Lightbearer in. With everyone knowing how disappointed everyone is with the Mauler team and a couple other of the factions that can definitely use heroes. And then they just introduce, I believe it was the 13th or 14th Lightbearer. So kind of crazy on why Lilith continues to just bring more and more Lightbearers in instead of focusing on another class at this point. Or trying to fix the Maulers. I know a couple months ago they did the little bit of the rework or whatever to the Mauler team. Didn't help. Even when you look at Maulers in general, yeah, and that's what people are saying, Javid. I was checking out Reddit. I was checking out Facebook, and they said they think it's going to be another support class. So it's kind of funny just to throw another support class, considering what they already have. Because they have some strong casters, so especially with just coming out with Cecilia, that was just, I believe, what, 2 patches ago now? But just coming out with her, they're going to have to do something to help some of the other classes. Because either it's going to be a caster or it's going to be a support, which I'm guessing, based on, the description, it's going to be a support class. I just made champion rank on letter. Very nice, Billy. That's a good achievement. I actually had if anyone knows Newton is in charge of casuals, which is a really respected game, but a lot of them are pay to win. He went and built me a team out of the heroes I had to go ahead and do some PvP. I went from running about 20th in the Legends tournament to 5th. So my hero is now 5th. So big props to Newton. Thank you very much for helping out my team. Being in the top 10, I believe if I stay where I'm at, I'll be in the Legends tournament, which I have never, ever been in the Legends tournament on my main account. So it'd be very, very cool to see. What's going on, Freshman and JD? So it'd be very cool to see on my main account the Legends tournament. I've been pushing straight through Chapter 27, pushed into Chapter 28. I think I'm about halfway through, a little bit more than 28. Getting very, very cool and very tough with the opponents that I'm facing. Just got Rowan to signature item plus 24. That's awesome. Mine's at 24 as well. Actually, right now, JD, just completed a video, just edited the video up, but mine is at 24. Plus 30 with him is just absolutely crazy. Especially because they can use the potion and he calls in more supplies. Yeah, I can't wait to see the Legend Tournament. I think it would be pretty cool as long as I can keep my rank, which I'm hoping. Yeah, depending how many you've already bought Willow, because I've already used all of my chests. I've been using them every day. And being at rank 5, I get a little over 800 of the battle tokens every day. So I've been averaging probably around, I think it was around 850. So 850 battle tokens. So I can buy a red chest every day, which is very, very cool. Yeah, I should be. And a lot of it, Javid, makes a big difference with who you're fighting, essentially. Because some of my even faction accounts that are created much further down the road, some of the teams in there are just crazy to what people are doing on the server. Willow, always the twins. Always go for the twins. Mihira's good, but you're never going to use her in the same kind of capacity that you will for the twins. So yeah, twins and red chests, if you can, those are the two biggest things. Twins you use for just about everything in this game. Any of the Elder Tree bosses, any of the Twisted Realm, most of the regular bosses. Still get the twins on my account. Yeah, in the red chests are beneficial. In the twins, getting enough copies to really be effective with them is where buying them really does come in handy. But red chests are always good too. If I get signature item, see, Willow, in that case, I would go for twins. Like I said, when you look at the utility of the hero, twins in the long run, now, don't get me wrong, my hero's really good in PvP, good in the campaign. You're not going to use her for any events unless they really tailor a specific battle or something. Most of them, you'll use the twins. Congratulations, Madi. Chapter 11. We are slowly getting there with the free-to-play. Yeah, especially when you get legendary twins, even if you get them to get them up to mythic and then unlock their signature item, makes a huge difference, especially because one of the twins goes to tank. So he has to be able to survive when he goes to tank. If not, they'll just die really quick. So you kind of either got to overgear them, get the signature item up, or get them up themselves. So kind of the combination of all three. On this account, I bought the twins. Just like I've recommended to everybody else, we have our very first copy, which I'll show you right here. Right there, our first copy of the twins. So very, very cool. Like I said, events, everything else you use them for. Yeah, Willow, that's good being in chapter 24. Javid is free to play as well, and I believe he's in 27, I want to say. But free to play, because I believe Smash Mode is free to play too. And it's a long road with free to play. Yeah, I bought him, Javid. And then the rest I went for, I think, cards. I bought Lightbearer cards. Because other than that, I can't buy emblems or anything yet. This is going to be a really tough stage, and I've been trying to think of a good way to kind of work it. Yeah, so you're in 28, and Javid's free to play too. New hero is a samurai. Yeah, I've seen pictures of him. If you guys have checked out Reddit or anything, they have a picture of him, which is funny because when I seen the picture, I immediately went to the day that I played the 7 Deadly Sins. I was like, that looks like an exact hero that I would see with the anime kind of character from that game. It was pretty funny to see. 9 months, chapter 2840. And how is it, Javid? Getting pretty tough, huh? See, I'm thinking even here that we're going to get destroyed. We're going to have to level up a little more, or at least get a stronger tank in here because Lucius is dying really quick, but we don't have anybody. So, do you have Solus built in your main? No. Yeah, Billy, a couple people do from the guild. They said that she performs really, really well, especially because they're fixing some of her stuff with this next patch that's coming up. So they put her in like the probably S- category. Yeah, Pharrell too. Yeah, like I said, I was deciding if I wanted to do some summons now or if we want to wait to put the new hero in the wish list tomorrow and then go ahead and do the summons there. So let me know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. If we should go ahead and just... We have 2 summons here, which is pretty good. I don't think I have anything else. A few little gems there, a few chests there. So not enough for any more summons. Yeah, and I heard she's pretty good. But even when they came out with the Mauler, when they came out with Skarath, you know, everyone thought he was going to be really good. And on paper, he's really good. But then when you use him, he's not good at all. And unfortunately, there's a lot of heroes like that, especially in the Maulers. Is Pharrell your favorite? No, he's not my favorite. I would say out of everyone, Belinda, I use more than anybody in the game. If you've watched the videos, the Belinda Rose combo just absolutely destroys teams, as you can see right here. She's a hero that I have a lot of fun with, especially positioning. A lot of the Celestials that I've been using, like the Twins and Taylene, they're kind of difficult to get, like, using them situationally. Yeah, Fresh, I heard, has gotten some absolutely crazy pulls from what I hear. Which I'm hoping if we can get Shamir's ult, we should have this. That's why I was working on getting Shamira up. We need one more copy of her, and we'll be able to have her at Legendary Plus. And we need one more of Belinda, and we can actually get her to Legendary Plus. Yeah, I thought about it, Willow. I've needed one Pharrell for probably about 3 months now to get him up to Ascended. Never had a chance yet. So still just kind of waiting for one copy of a few heroes here. This one's going to be close. Oh. Brutus's Whirlwind is pretty tough. Should I go with Nara or Baden? I would go Nara. I know Baden, for a couple bosses, he does really, really well. Baden I've used for a while on my main account. And overall, Nara in the campaign, I mean, if you're looking for a good campaign hero, Nara is definitely the choice, even though she is kind of situational. But her ability to displace the enemies and do a lot of damage, the impale ability, very, very powerful. So even here, if we could keep Lucius up just a little bit longer. To help Belinda, which is better, Rose? Honestly, Ricardo, I would go with Rose, just for the fact that Rowan performs fine by himself. Rowan performs a lot better with levels, because his stats are not a big difference. When he hits 121 is really one of his big upgrades, because he gets the Healthy Supplies ability to bring in more potions. So when these 3 potions are done, you see his little birdie fly in and drops 3 more potions. Where, like I said, his stats don't make that big of a difference, which we got lucky with the stun there. Where in the other manner, hers does. Rose and Belinda both make a big difference with the stats. Why don't you buy Pharrell? He'll come in time. He's a hero I don't use that often. And I know copies of him will come in time. Where the Twins, very rarely, if ever, do you pull them. I think I've only pulled 1 copy ever. short of getting them in events or short of getting them from the Stargazer. I think the new hero is going to be a dimensional. I think for the 1 year anniversary, they're going to go big, and I think they're going to go with the dimensional. There's been talk about people saying, yeah, they're going to give us the dimensional hero for free to celebrate the 1 year, which I don't know the truth behind that, but that would be pretty cool to get a free copy of a dimensional hero. Yeah, like Javid said, twins will help you later game, and twins will help you for a majority of the game. They have so much utility and so many things they're used for that if you're missing them, you can't max out damage on bosses. In turn, you're not getting the same kind of benefit that you would. And that's why even buying the twins over Mahira at that point is it's a hero that you'll use for a lot of fights and carries a ton of utility, where Mahira doesn't have that much short of the campaign or PvP. It's really good at PvP. Chimera, K-Sauce. Lab Store, honestly, you know which way I would go with Lab Store. Right here, Arthur. If you've seen his abilities, and if you watch the video going through chapter 27 and chapter 28, it just absolutely dominates when it comes to the tanking ability. Which this one I think we can get down. I think it might take a couple. Yeah, Willow, I would go with the twins. Where are your twins at right now? What do you have them at? Can I get at least a Mythic Celestial as a free-to-play? Yeah, you can. It just takes time. No, time and luck, kind of the both. Yeah, a lot of people have been saving for Arthur since he's came out, just because of his power. I mean, he's really, really solid. And I'm using Javid's Chimera here. We'll swap. I think we'll swap this team around. This should be okay. Yeah, Screg's really powerful too. Yeah, if you've seen my Mauler account with Screg just totally runs people over. It's kind of crazy the amount of damage that Screg does, especially when he's combined with Sophia right here. She'll put the static field on Screg, and he'll just absolutely just decimate everybody that he runs right over. So it's kind of crazy the way that they work together. I just got first in Twisted Realm. Oh, yeah, depending when it is, Chris. But again, if you look at the Twisted Realm and look at the bosses and look at the builds, every one of them uses twins. You have to get the cycling. So if you look at even my formation shell guides, the combination of using the twins with Rowan, the synergy they have between Rowan dealing out additional energy and the twins with their haste, the cycle goes faster and faster as you go through the timer. So as the match timer goes through, they actually cycle faster and faster through. And that's where putting any other heroes in there that work really well, like when you look at Aziz, because he has a big energy regeneration, again, just makes a huge difference, because more energy, the faster you're cycling through things. So anything you can do to cycle through the energy faster, and that's where people even throw in Taylene, is with her healing ability and Rowan and the twins, she can cycle through her healing abilities really, really fast. So you don't even need Rowan's healing ability, because Taylene will actually cycle through so fast that she does so much damage. Yeah, I hope the Voyage does. The Voyage I kind of wait for. Very, very cool to go through them. And I love the last Voyage where it was kind of a puzzle that you had to figure out, which was very cool than just, hey, go here, the battle's really tough, collect the loot. Didn't get... The big thing with that Mahdi is if you can't finish the voyages, wait till like the last day, because most of the time you'll be higher levels or borrowing mercenaries. That's how I got through on this account when I first started, was borrowing Javid Shamira with Rose. So we were able to get it down borrowing a hero. As you can see, way stronger than my heroes. So it makes a big difference. Athalia from the Challenger store, yeah, and Aziz, both of them are kind of go back and forth. Personally, I like Athalia better than Aziz, just because, again, the utility in the campaign is very, very cool. But with her ability to target one specific hero, but then Aziz is really cool with his ability to cancel ults. So it's kind of crazy between both of those. It's a tough buy. I'm buying Athalia right now to try to get her up to Ascended. Once she's Ascended, I'm going to swap Raid over and then buy the rest for Aziz. Now, did you try it before or after they nerfed it, Billy? Because they nerfed it a ton. If you did it real early, it was super tough. If you did it later, it was an absolute breeze to go through. Because essentially what they did was Arthur was very, very tough to kill. So they downgraded him where all of my heroes were Ascended that I was fighting. They downgraded Arthur to Mythic, to plain Mythic. So I was able to just absolutely breeze right through it after they made the change. Yeah, Chris, with Rowan and the twins, it's crazy how fast they can cycle through things, especially once you get them going. But just like a lot of heroes that are scaling heroes, not big bursts at the front, but once you start going through damage, it goes really, really fast. Yeah, a copy of Z's for the Ice Shamira is always good. But hopefully you can just pull one and you don't have to spend it to buy one. Because short of that fight, a lot of people don't use him. Just like a lot of the heroes, like Entendre, a couple other ones. A lot of people don't use a lot of the heroes that are in the game. And some of them are situational, and some of them you have to get them really high up to be effective. Where here, like even if you have Rowan on a lower level, he'll still perform just fine. Doesn't make a difference, like I was saying, with stats. But then Rose and other heroes will just do so much better. Which I don't think we have anyone agility. I don't think. Tough choice here. So Elite plus Mahira better than one copy of the twins. Fresh, I would, like I said before, I would do the twins just for the fact that you'll get the utility out of them. You'll get a lot more copies of heroes from the factions than you'll probably get copies of Mahira. So with that being said, you'll get a lot more utility and a lot more use out of the twins than you will using Mahira. Because you might still be at a Elite Plus or even have another copy, maybe even Legendary Mahira, when all of these heroes are getting to Ascended level. It's kind of crazy. You reckon about Gorvo? Gorvo's good, and the changes they did to him helped a lot. So if you've seen my early Wilder videos, Gorvo had a tendency of just running away. Okay, have a good night, Marty. Gorvo had a tendency when his ult went off, or when his I think it's like Shell Shock or something, when his ability would go off, he would completely leave the back line. So he would be here like in spot 1. He would jump up here to spot 3 where Solus is up here. And in the back line would just get absolutely devastated. It's okay, Marty. Get some sleep. You can check out the rest of the video later. So originally that's why we used Gorvo as fodder, because he was always killing the team. A lot of the Wilder videos, Gorvo himself killed the team because he would absolutely jump away from the team, just leaving them to die. Which again, like I said, was kind of crazy. Yeah, then you'd definitely be winning fresh. You'd be able to push through a ton of the campaign, especially if you get your signature item early. And that's where a lot of players have kind of a big advantage versus players that have been playing for a long time, is when you start a new account or when you're going through the summons, all of the heroes are already released. So you have a chance to 100% push the wish list, where most of them don't. Most of us has already went through and used up most of our summons, most of all the summoning scrolls for finishing earlier chapters, everything like that. Where the newer players can choose from the wish list kind of what they want to go through. Yeah, and they will. That's the twins going through Twisted Realm campaign and through the guild bosses. And they're talking about doing another guild boss, so I'm not sure exactly when. But I've heard talk about that too. And even here, we'll pop in the twins. They'll probably die pretty early. But I've heard talk of another guild boss, or, yeah, see how fast they died? Yeah, I noticed she died. I'm trying to read chat and not paying the most attention to the battle over here. Look at the amount of damage that he does. But we can get him down. Oh, Rowan died at the last second. You should try my hero with Tassie. Yeah, I heard that she's good using her with Tassie and Nomura, so using that combination, and then just one DPS. So this might be a little tough. We might actually have to use a tier here, just because we lost some of our heroes here, but we'll go with this route. Yeah. Like I said, it comes out and dies pretty early, which let's see if Shamir can do it. Oh no. That's okay. That's why we save all these. I don't think I've used any of these in probably a couple weeks. But we'll drop Rose there. We'll do Rowan. And we had Shamira tanking, right? And then I think Sophia. I think even here we'll take off Auto. And that's where Aziz is so strong. And we're going to go back right to Zolrath's another hero that I've never really used. A lot of people say he's really good and he's kind of situational. But there's a couple hypogens that I really haven't used and haven't gotten yet. Haven't even gotten enough copies. I don't even think I have some of them Elite Plus, maybe just Elite. But some of the heroes like Orthos and Zolrath haven't really used very much. But as the account continues, I'm starting to get a lot more 5-star heroes on the main account. So that's why I've been focusing on tailing a lot more, because I'm starting to get a lot of 5-star heroes, essentially. So even here, I think we have a lot of stuff already done. Yeah. I heard Mizoth, and again, some of the guildies have him at 5-star with the level 40 signature item. He's really, really strong. He is an absolute beast, but he's pretty easy to counter, Billy, in PvP. There's a couple different counters that can actually release the hero from the stomach, which is kind of funny, but... Right, who should I be in front? Belinda or Taylene? I usually do Taylene just for the fact that with Taylene, if you have her signature item, she gets stronger as heroes die. So Belinda should definitely be in the back because she's primary DPS. She's pretty squishy. You don't want her to die. So definitely Taylene. And once Taylene dies, and that's another reason I like to put her out front, is if by chance she dies, the earlier she dies, the better, because then she'll be reborn. And when she's reborn as a phoenix, makes a very, very big difference. So even here we have fodder. We need one more copy. Like I said, Wilders, we haven't pulled anybody. But hopefully that'll change when we go ahead and do our summons tomorrow. Just starting to see mythic gear here, which that's a ton of gems. Never, ever, ever buy gear with gems. I know some other players do. If it's buying a piece of gear, so having a piece of gear now, or doing a 10 pull summons where I could get an elite, always just save them. Even lab, we bought Shamira, we bought Wukong. I think at this point, I'll probably take Shamira to Ascended, so actually buy more copies of her when I have the ability to, and save for probably Arthur or Thorin, so I can do a Thorin cheese on this account. Thorin on my main account, I don't even have 2 mythics, so I don't have... Go for Graveborn or... Yeah, I'm thinking Lightbearer, and so if I can finish the stage, I'm hoping I can finish 1040. 1040 will give us, I believe, 10 scrolls and Belinda. So these 10 scrolls, tomorrow the new hero will be out. I'll be able to do a 10 pull there with the hero. I'll be able to do 2 pulls here, and I'll be able to do Lightbearer faction pull. So the guys in casuals just loaded with cash. Some of them, Billy, some of them put a lot of money into this game. A lot of them, because we have multiple guilds, some of them not so much. I don't put that much into the game. When you talk about tens of thousands of dollars, not anywhere near what most people are spending, or really what anyone's spending. So I'm thinking in this one, we're going to have to change up the team comp a little. Maybe if we take in, I'm thinking maybe if we put in Wukong or Nara. I think we had Nara too, didn't we? I think we have Pharrell too. Because we have Nara at Elite Plus. I'm trying to think who we should maybe... Let's go with Wukong. Who do you think we should put in? I'm going to try Wukong and Lucius. Try to do the double tank here, since we open up one of these. And I do like Pharrell as well. No, the twins didn't have gear. I knew putting them in there, they didn't have any gear. I didn't exit out and go back. And there's a guy called Fish Sticks, one of your guilds. Oh, yeah, Fish Sticks is in my guild. Fish Sticks is in my guild. If you go on AFK Arena, the Discord, White Sushi, Mattel, he's one of the probably strongest heroes in the game. I know some of them, where you look here, I have 597k. Some of them are pushing 220 million. Even on my main account, I'm at like, I think 44 million. So they just, to be at 200 million. And the big thing with those is getting up to levels. And that's the big thing, is getting higher and higher levels. Yeah, I used him, but even you seen there, he took 3 hits and he died. Even with, pretty much the best gear I got right now. That's why we actually started swapping out Wukong, was he kept dying. So every time we used him, he kept dying. I wonder if we can cheese this with Rose. If Rose will go to Shamira, If we could keep Lucius up for just a couple minutes. Because essentially I'm wondering if we can double alt. Shamir's not going to have enough. Nope. Yeah, I'm gonna probably have to work on this one for a little while, or just get some good RNG. Because I'm thinking even there, we are a lot. Yeah, I always bet on the casual, so every time I see him in PvP, I always bet on him. Use Nara for CC. Let me try Nara out. So we'll swap gear off her or him. And where's our Nara? I think we have a spot for Nara too. This is what I've been doing with the campaign pushes for most of the day. Was kind of swapping people in and out. Give all the potions to Shamira. I'm thinking CC who? Isabella? Because I know she does a ton of damage. We can give it a couple tries. One thing that I love about this game is that you're not limited by attempts. But usually Isabella will just kill Nara as soon as she comes over. We got a shield. We got maybe. All right, so we got one down. Got almost two. Maybe. Oh, Shamir's full again. She's not doing enough damage. But maybe. Oh, that was close. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking is CC and Isabella. So maybe even if we get a couple more levels here, Lucius just needs to be higher than elite. I mean, he's just getting destroyed. But if we can get a shield before Rowan dies, like that. But Veden just absolutely runs everybody over. Come on, guys. He's got to heal, so maybe. Nope. Yeah, I'm going to, Billy. I'm planning on it. I'm not sure exactly. Get Shamira full potions from Rowan. Wonder if he can survive in the bottom. If he can survive here. It might just be wait until tomorrow and nope. No, Veden's killing him out too early. But we got Isabella there. Yeah, I might just have to wait. Because even by the morning I'll have quite a bit more. All right, have a good night, Willow. I usually do live streams for about half an hour to an hour. Wonder if I swap this out too. So actually swap this. I'm thinking maybe to Lucius. I wonder if this will make a difference. I want to try to get his shield up a little bit earlier. And I want her to be able to ult and have a shield. Have a good night, Willow. Thanks for joining. All right. So let's see if we got a little more. A little more there. So if we could see, we got to keep Rowan up. Make the big difference. But there's Shamira's ult, so she'll actually get quite a bit more hit points. Because she'll actually get a shield out of there. Nope. Try Shamira. Lucius and back. Alright, so let's see. Javed, Shed, try Shamira up. Backline, Rowan, Nara, Rose. Alright. Welcome back, Mahdi. So let's see if we can get Shamira up, if we can get her a shield, if we can get her to ult. Especially if we can get her to double ult with... Oh, I thought Lucius' shield was going to go off. We got a stun on Veden. Come on, we got Veden down. We got it. Look at that. Javid knows what he's talking about. Javid, the man. Chapter 10 is done. Oh, can't even spend $1. We are free to play here. So moving on to 11. Thank you, Javid. So Shamira up front. Shamira the tank. Could have probably swapped Nar out here, but Nar does a good job. I know you're more of a pay-to-win guy, but Nar... I do. And like I said, even when you look at pay-to-win, a majority of the time, the only thing I buy are the monthly subscription, the diamond cards. I'm not buying packages. I'm not buying the chapter deals. I'm not buying most of what I've gotten in this game is the monthly cards. Short of that, I really don't buy anything. And I haven't bought anything in a long time. So I'd say anything of maybe a baby dolphin. But if we can finish a couple stages here, it'd be cool to get maybe another summon. But I think we'll stay with this team comp. So there's a strong, I mean, if you got Rose with Shamira, as long as Shamira can get her ult off and then just take a little bit of time for the dots to tick. And that's really the big difference is between Shamira and Belinda is just a straight up nuke class where Shamira needs time for her dots. Do you have any tips for better summoning? Not really, Koa. Summoning is just a numbers game. The more summons you do, making sure that your wish list is exactly who you're looking for, planning who you're building and who you kind of want to get out of the wish list makes a big difference. So you're not actually spending time on heroes you don't want. Is this game worth spending money on it? If you like it, and that's kind of the big thing, just like with anything. But if it's something you really enjoy to do, Wukong. Now I've heard, same with Wukong, is I've heard very good in PvP, similar to Mahira, but when it comes to the campaign, nobody uses them. So if you want kind of a good point of reference for a lot of heroes, especially if you're looking later game campaign, if you check out like Evil's videos, I don't know if you guys have seen the videos that Evil puts out. He has a lot of very end game, and he uses some different comps. He uses Mahira a lot. He uses a couple different hero combinations that work really well. But some of the stages he's ran, I mean, we've talked before, and he's ran them 1,000+ times for some stages. So kind of crazy, but look at that. With our one copy that we got there of Belinda, our first legendary plus. So every time that you go up to an ascended, it adds 20% to their stats. When you go up a star, it adds 2.5%. You should build 5 heroes of each faction. Yeah, and the only one that I don't have is Wilders. So, I mean, look at the Lightbearer team. I've gotten lucky with those. I did buy 10 cards when I bought the copy of the twins. Maulers, I got Sophia. Haven't had much luck with anyone else. Wilders, I haven't pulled anybody. So I need at least a Wilder here to get up, at least a legendary plus, so I can finish some of the bounty boards. And then we've gotten really lucky with the Graveborns. I want to build Shamira just because I know she's going to be a solid carry for at least the next 10 or 12 chapters. Oden, I would love to build if I could get some more copies. At this point, we just need fodder. But I think in total, I mean, we're going to have at least 10, 20, 30, 40, at least enough to summon 40. So we want to wait till tomorrow till the new hero's out. So once we see the new heroes out, we can go ahead and do, we'll pop them in our wish list tomorrow and we'll do the summons. If I pull him, I definitely want to try him, just like Oden. Very, very cool hero. I would love to pull up more copies. Love to pull a couple more copies of him. So even here we got quite a bit of loot from there. And we'll just continue to level up our heroes. Continue even here. So that'll bring, because of the resonating crystal, it brings them all to 22. So what I'm doing by leveling these guys up past 122 is essentially Nara and Lucius. Adding more levels onto them and adding more stats and more abilities to them. And that's what makes a huge difference when you're adding levels to your overall power. So we pushed into chapter 11, which is exactly what we wanted to. We wanted to do some summons because I'm sure it'll help with a lot of the progression. But like I said, we're going to wait till tomorrow. I'll go ahead and do a couple summons when the new hero's out. We'll test out the new hero and look at that. Starting to get some good gear here, which everybody needs some better hats. Going through replacing a lot of stuff now. Any tips on how to not get Taylene? Yeah, we know, Fresh. I want to see the Ascended Taylene when it's done. Because a lot of people, what they've done is, if you look at any of the big power players, they've actually just went VIP. So they'll actually buy up to VIP 13. So right here, 13 to unlock the Stargazer. Then all of the purchases, which I believe VIP 13 to buy it is around I think it's $2,000 or $3,000. So they'll buy up to VIP 13. So just spend literally $3,000 on the game. Use all of the gems and everything they bought dumped into the Stargazer to get Taylene. And then you can literally just push through a majority of the game just having Taylene. It's absolutely crazy. But I've seen heroes where, if you look, I'm on level 69. Looking in here at some of the progression, I mean, they're already almost chapter 20. So even look at the heroes here. So they have Wukong, which they may have bought. They have Khazard. Just the combination of heroes and the hero level, so 67. They've spent a lot of money. I have other people that I've seen here on level 80, and they already have 5-star Taylene. So literally just, even here, stage 17, which they're starting to get some better heroes, but they're pushing level 80, and they already have 5-star Taylene with a plus 40 signature item. So kind of absolutely crazy. So, but I think that'll do it for the push tonight. So we got all of our dailies done, just waiting to summon the new hero. I want to see him. I'll do a short little video on him tomorrow as soon as I get him. Hopefully we can pull him and get some copies of him so we can use him. If we could pull 2 copies of him, it would be ideal. If we pulled more, that would be awesome. But him or Oden are the 2 that we're really looking for. Got 3 Taylene. Yeah, that's kind of crazy, Fresh. Just absolutely nuts with the copies of Taylene. Yeah, when you look at the OP, so Taylene's one of the only heroes that can literally pretty much do everything herself. She's kind of her own shell. She works with pretty much any team. Also, when you're getting the support class up through the Elder Tree, just absolutely is crazy. And we almost have this unlocked. So what is it? Elder Tree level 15, which we're close there, and campaign chapter 12, which we're pretty close there. So I think when we do our summons, Taylene is the Celestial hero, which, as you can see there, just super powerful hero. If you can get copies of her, most people always use the Stargazer for her first. She's always the first priority. Just an absolutely crazy hero. So again, that'll conclude it for tonight. Thank you guys for viewing the live stream. I always love sitting here, going through, playing the game, getting the interaction. getting to actually talk to the fans and everyone who subscribes to the channel. So thank you guys for all the love and all the support. Be safe out there. I know it's very, very crazy in the world right now, and nobody knows what's going to happen. We're quarantined for, I believe, another month. So I'm not sure here over in the US, they're talking a month. They're talking about like kids not going back to school the rest of the school year and just all kinds of craziness. Have a good night, Billy, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you, Javid, for the help. Thank you for loaning me the Shamira again. And as always, thank you for watching.